try joining. Is it freezing?
Hopefully we get the, I don't care about that, I just want the comments.
He says he hears music. Is it freezing? Little keyboard guy.
I don't know, class.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our DKWTS live stream Arizona edition. We're at Chris's family's house in Arizona, and we have an interesting setup that involves 4 computers and my phone. Well, 3 computers, an iPad, and my phone to try to get it all going. So
We took as much as we could with us, but we don't quite have everything, so
we took the mic with us.
hopefully it's still working out for everybody.
And 3 computers. So just give us a thumbs up that everything is good on your end. You see that some folks are over there on, I think, Facebook or YouTube.
YouTube, Facebook. It looks like we're still able to see the chats, so hopefully that's good and we can respond
Ted's
to
wearing
everything.
the same shirt as me. Hello to everybody on Instagram. We got Carl, Mike, Avery, and then over here we've got Ted. John is Bruise Bikes, right? Yeah. And Kim on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. It is 5 o'clock here.
Carl, sorry we missed you when you stopped by the base camp setup on Friday. Or what day was that? Thursday maybe?
Oh yeah, Carl stopped by our house. But
it was
we
like 75 degrees. It was amazing. But we might have been there. I don't know. We were packing up to go, so we probably would have had to be pretty quick anyways. So, but thanks for stopping by, taking a picture.
Ted says it's working well. I got some thumbs up on Instagram.
All right.
Cool. All right. Well, here we go. And no Snowy.
No Snowy.
No Snowy. Snowy's at home with our friends.
We thought about sneaking her in the suitcase, but I think my mom likes a clean house and wouldn't want white cat hairs all over.
She got into the suitcase.
Yeah, several times.
So we're in Chris's stepdad's office, which has some pretty awesome guitars on the wall that you can't see because we had to face them and set up the opposite direction. But He's got some cool guitars and a pretty cool setup here.
Maybe we can give a tour of it at the end. I'm afraid to do it now because it might make everything go haywire.
Ted says crack of the week. Yes, what are you drinking,
Well,
Chris?
unfortunately, because we're way out here on the west, it's just a LaCroix. haven't quite gotten to the beers yet.
Carl says it's okay. He can tend bar. Yeah. Now, if you don't know, we have a little, we call it Base Camp Frederick. It's a little rest stop setup next to our house on our property. There's like a little gravel parking area. We've got a picnic table and what we call the Base Camp Bar. It's this little like a kiosky thing with some stools and a cooler that has snacks in it. And Carl stopped by the other day and said, nobody's at the bar. Nobody's tending the bar. So feel free to stop by and tend your own bar.
Also soon, next week, it should be freshly graveled.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully with
we'll see what happens.
With gravel fit for people pulling off the road on bikes. So.
We'll have to make sure it's that kind of gravel.
Yeah. Oh, we already talked about it. We're good.
Okay, so a few announcements. The virtual Tour 2 podiums have been posted. A newsletter went out yesterday that has a link to them. So check your email. I'll also send that same link in tonight's email so you can view the virtual podiums. Congratulations to all the top 3 in each category and field from Tour 2. the Adventure Kitten Tour. Also on there, I think Chris is going to pull it up. We just want to show the top overall scores. We'll do it in a minute.
Yeah.
And the team rankings. So we've got some team rankings for you. We'll explain that. And the overall for Tour 2. I think the max points was 107 for that. So we had a handful of people that got all the points for Tour 2.
I thought you had one.
I think it's 107.
109 you have here.
109.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, 109. And then also, if you have any questions about the leaderboard or anything, make sure you email us, support@dirtykittengravel.com. Email's better than message, Discord, anything else for anything that you want to make sure we see. If it's a question, you can drop it in Discord. If it's something about the leaderboard, email us so we have it on file and we make sure we check that.
Yeah. And the Kitten Crusher points leaderboard is up now. I may have not realized that it wasn't published, and I kept calculating points and didn't realize that wasn't up there. So those points are up now for the whole for Kitten Crusher and for stage 1.
Cool. Yeah. We are about to enter stage 3 of the Kitten Crusher. So last stage.
It's almost over.
Of the last tour, but we still have 1 week after that, our bonus week. So we have 2 weeks left. And then we have our finale ride.
Yep.
Extravaganza.
And we still have to come up with what our bonus week challenge is.
Oh yeah, our bonus week challenge last year was something that was a bit complicated.
I enjoyed it because
Chris likes to come up with weird algorithms that nobody understands.
I enjoyed it because nobody understood it and everyone was mad that they couldn't figure it out.
Everybody was mad. Yeah. Be prepared for the bonus week.
But it will be different. It will be
different
this. It might be simpler. Or it may be way harder.
Just a reminder, if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the chat, the live chat on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and we'll answer them as we go. We've got some stuff over here and some stuff over here.
Yeah. Try to keep up with it all.
All right, so let's get into the Tour 2 podiums real quick. They were sent out last night. If you scroll down to the bottom, so it lists top 3 in each category and field with the points next to it.
Leave a couple of them up here for a second, just to let people see.
Mm-hmm. And they're actually listed as a file on Bike Reg. So if you go to our Bike Reg page for DKWTS and you scroll all the way down to the bottom past like the merch and the notes, you'll see that there's some files there and you can click them. Both of the virtual podiums are there, but I'll also email them out as an attachment. Yeah, so we have, I think like 10 people got the max points for Adventure Kitten.
I think it's 11.
11. Yeah, so again, 109 was the max.
Yep.
You had to do all the challenges, all the bonus, all the pop-up, and then you had to be the top leader in your category to get the max points.
And win the competitive week.
Yeah, and with so you had to be the top of everything.
Or one of the winners, I guess, of the competitive, because there was virtual and outdoor for that. But yeah, very cool. And I don't think we have a way to easily show it, but a lot of people have, maybe they didn't get the max points because for the competitive aspect of it, but a lot of people have done like every social media challenge, every bonus. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you still get a lot of points if you do all the different challenges and bonuses. So Helen Leitner, Barry Prandy, Molly Cobbs, Dina Wallerson, Carol Bell, Rob Leach, Zakir Idris, Jim Kohlenberger, Joseph Cooper, Patty Fulton, and Tom Knoll. Nice work, everybody. I think also there was one...
Really? Tom Knoll got max points? How did he manage to do that? I don't think the guy ever rides a bike.
Also, I think I just have to give a shout out to Suzanne Torvalds, who missed 2 of her points, but did actually complete everything. So she's an honorary leader on the overall points board, too. So any questions about that and how those points were scored, let us know. And then for team, okay, so we're having trouble doing the team points because there's just a lot to try to tally up. So for Tour 2, what I did was I just went through, I like literally went through the entire leaderboard by hand and counted points. Well, I used a spreadsheet, but I counted all the points for all the categories and all the fields based on the top 3. I think it
You
should.
said 5.
Yeah, why does it say 3?
I don't know, maybe partial,
Oh,
but
it should be 5. Sorry. So based on the top 5 in each category, these are the current leaders for the team leaders, just for Tour 2. So I have to go back and do Tour 1 and then tally them both. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got Snowshoe Woolly Boogers in the lead with 1632, followed by Jazz Peddlers with 1242 in second, and then Velopigs third with 888. It's kind of a crazy number. That's a good number for them.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure. I think Casey might want to subtract a 2 from each of those digits, and then just pause the score right there. But so yeah, we'll get this calculating up on the site. Also, it's just a matter of trying to deconflict all of the team entries that may not be spelled the same or have the same words in them. Yeah, it's hard if your
team names aren't exactly the same across the board, because then the system doesn't recognize them. So Chris has to first make sure that they're all the same.
Yeah, so there's a big manual stuff there that I just haven't had the time to do yet, but we'll get it in there for all.
So this is just like a preliminary thing. You can kind of see based on this how the team scoring is going. So Woolly Boogers in the lead, Jazz Peddlers, Velopigs for the top 3, followed by Bikenetic, Artemis, Dirty Kitten Racing, Bike Doctor, Solomon's Island Cycling, also known as Sick.
Those guys are pretty sick.
They are pretty sick. And then Rock Creek Velo. I will say that the Woolly Boogers have a number of juniors that are carrying their team right now.
Interesting. I want to do, even though it's not really like a fair competition points wise, I just want to see total points of everyone in those teams, because then I think the Woolly Boogers have like 4 million points because they've got a ton of people.
So that's what I was trying to think. I don't know if it's fair to do total points.
No, it's not.
Because some teams have way more people than others.
Yeah.
That's why I did top 5.
Yeah, that's what we did last year.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But still, I'd just like to see how many points the
like total
have.
overall. Yeah. Ted says, "Where is my team personal MasterCard ranked?" Yeah, there were some interesting team names. People had team names, really just them by themselves as a team.
Right. Ted, personal MasterCard, you're ranked 589. I think you need to get that score up again, or you're not gonna be able to buy any more cars.
Jazz Peddlers, though, they don't have as many as the Snowshoe Woolly Boogers, but they're doing really well considering.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember the amount, but like the Snowshoe Woolly Boogers have like 40 riders. Velopigs also has 40. And then the Jazz Peddlers have like 14 or something. Or no, the Woolly Boogers have 50. The Velopigs have 45. And Jazz Peddlers have like 15. So it's pretty awesome that Jazz Peddlers with like a third or something of the riders are able to be up in second place.
But Tom is a jazz.
Oh, Tom Knoll. Yeah.
So Tom counts as like 4 people.
Yeah. How did y'all get Tom Knoll on your team?
If we rework this as like most time and most point or most miles and most elevation, I think Tom will kick the Jazz Peddlers up to the top. So
Reggie says, "Go Jazzy Peeps."
Yeah.
Reggie, did you recruit Tom?
Yeah, so we'll do once I get the actual teams, uniform among everyone. We'll do a leaderboard for the total series on time and distance and elevation too for each of those teams. So I think so. Don't worry, Reggie. We'll get you up on top there.
I will say that there are other teams on the list. They just didn't. I tried to do, what was this, like the top 10 or something. I didn't do every single team. So there are other teams on the list, like Sticky Fingers Racing, Navi by Nature, Melanin Base Miles, Baltimore Bicycle Works. They just didn't have as many points, so I didn't put them on the list. But you are not forgotten if you are on another team. Yeah, so any questions about the team points, let us know. Again, it's top 5 in each category. I need to change that. It should say top 5.
Yeah, that would be a lot for top 3.
Yeah. I think I was going to do top 3 and then decided top 5 made more sense. All right, so let's go on to our next. I think that's it for Tour 2 virtual podiums. We're going to go on to highlights for the Tour 3 Kitten Crusher Stage 2 that we are finishing up this week. This is the last day of Stage 2. So if you need to get your elevation in for your 5 days, get on your bike right now, or your trainer, or whatever. We just got back from a ride about an hour ago out here.
Yeah, it was nice. Kind of a cold day for the desert, but and
Cold
super
desert
windy, but we got out, had some fun. We met a new friend on the trail, rode with her for a couple hours. So
yeah, we met
cool.
a woman named Gina Hall, who's a former pro mountain biker and cyclocross racer. She raced with Katie Compton back in the day, and she's also good friends with Katarina Nash. So we just met her on the trail and then rode with her like for the entire ride and chatted with her. It was pretty cool. It's cool who you meet out here.
Yeah, good day.
Also, we just want to say that there was a bad bike accident down the road from where we're staying. A number of cyclists were hit by a truck driver. There aren't a lot of details yet, but we weren't involved, and we don't think we know anybody involved, but
it was very close. It's just a couple miles from where my parents live, and quite sad. A couple fatalities, and a lot of people still in the hospital. And we were down at one of the local bike shops yesterday, and one of their employees was one of the people involved. So remember to stay safe out there, and
just be safe if you're riding on the road. And our hearts go out to anybody who knows or was involved in that down the road from here in Arizona. So we will do a few highlights here. Won't spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to look at the people who had all of their elevation days. Yeah. So the challenge for this week was ride 5 days, hitting a certain amount of elevation each day for your category. I think it was 600 for the mini.
Yep, 600 for the mini, 800 basic, 1200 for the full, and 2000 for the supreme.
Yeah, I don't know if we made those numbers a little high or not. We're trying to make it slightly challenging. So it'd be interesting to see who was able to hit it.
Yeah, it seems like maybe so many people don't like climbing because
or maybe they can't.
Of the 3 tours, this was definitely the lowest, I would say, completion for the 5-day challenge. But so if we made it too hard, we're sorry.
Well, we got to
if
sift
you just
it out
don't like
a little
climbing,
bit.
then we're not as sorry. Get out there and climb.
All right, well, let's look at some of these highlights. So are you going to Masters?
I got Mini Burrito Masters. Yeah, we got a couple of top 3 in there.
Nice.
Made it, so.
Megan Jones, Rachel Christie, Amy McInnes. Cool. Are you just going to choose them at random?
Yeah, I was just going to go down a couple. Because I saw a couple in here. A couple of the minis got Anne and Susan.
Nice.
Figured we should show Susan since she had missed some of her points from the previous tour.
Somebody said they hate climbing. Matt Hazard, hate climbing. It's good for you. You got to do it.
Yeah. This Masters Men group had a couple more than me. I got 3 in there. Yeah. We jump up to
the basic. Look at some
basic.
Juniors.
We'll look at finding juniors.
Yeah, I think there's a couple juniors. Oh,
got 1.
Henry.
We got 4.
Junior girls.
Got Leela nicely. Got all 5.
Leela's on top of it. Yeah, she's been doing really well.
Let's do full opens. See, again, full was a little tougher. 1200.
Yeah. I think you got it like twice, maybe.
Yeah, if I hadn't come to the desert, like 1200 is just the start. Like when we start rides from our house, it's 800 just to the top of the first trail. So
well, to be fair,
you
rode with me the last 2 days and did my elevation and then stopped. So
and
also broke a spoke one day.
Oh yeah, stupid loose rocks in the desert came up and broke a spoke. So.
Shout out to the West Phoenix Trek store though for fixing the spoke right away.
Yeah, they got me in while we were waiting. Fixed the spoke. Did not quite have the spoke I needed, but they got something in there that worked. So I've been riding on it for 2 days and it's been great.
Yeah, he's riding his single speed mountain bike, getting ready for Croatan.
You're not supposed to tell that. I don't want Matt or Casey.
They
to
know.
that.
They check your Strava.
So I'm just trying to throw them off. Supreme, though, we had Patty Fulton got all 5.
Yeah, Patty.
2,000 days.
Nice work. He was
2,000
close.
days.
Maybe he's finishing up today.
Oh, that's right. There's still one day.
I
We're
think
still at the end of today.
Yeah, he's on the IG. Did you get your 5th day in? Hope so.
Yeah, a couple of, John Hartsfield and Joe Cooper with big
Oh,
guys.
nice.
I was trying to make it down to Tom.
Didn't John say that he was going to be out again with Artemis this weekend? Who said they were going to be out?
I think maybe it was John. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Was going to be out in Frederick. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody was out.
There we go. The Master Supreme. I knew that one would be a good one.
Chris
3
Berry.
guys in there.
Chris Berry trying to chase down Tom Knoll.
Yeah, but he cheats on those virtual miles.
Tom Knoll, we're putting you in your own category.
Yeah.
Super duper burrito.
I think if we can get Tom next year, we just
We should see if we can recruit Tom to our team.
Well, no, we just put him in a category, and then other people can like join that and try and beat him for like an automatic like extra 1,000 points.
Hey Tom, how much are Jazz Peddlers paying you? We'll make a better offer. Yeah. He says she's right now on her trainer. Go, get your elevation.
Right. Everyone versus Tom Knoll. Yeah,
we're not making fun of you, Tom. We love you.
Maybe that'll be the challenge. Everyone else will partner up, and it'll be teams of 2 versus Tom.
No, next year we're just gonna have whoever's like winning.
Yeah.
Then you have to beat them.
Yeah.
That's your challenge.
Yeah.
And is that it? Did we do mini?
I did some minis.
Oh, okay, cool. How about my category? Basic Masters 40+ women. How am I doing?
Good.
Me,
you got that. And Molly got it.
Cool.
Sheila might still have a chance if she's
go Sheila,
if she's out there riding.
Get it.
So yeah, wanted to show a few of these because not a ton of people got it, and we will give 3 or.
Are you gonna do partial?
Yeah.
Should he do partial?
4. What did I do? 4 points for.
Are you gonna do
3 rides and 3 points for 2 or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, 2, 3. Are you gonna
or
do
3, 4, 3, 4, and 5 will get points.
Oh,
For like 3, 4, and 5 days.
So if you do 2, you don't get anything.
No, so I don't get anything.
Can't be.
But it's okay.
Should Chris give bonus or partial credit to people who do only 2 days? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Ted says the bonus week challenge is every category has to do a percentage of Tom's progress for the week.
I hope Tom doesn't get offended by this. I hope he knows we love him.
I think he does.
Maria says yes to something. To partial credit, probably. She says it was hard. We weren't trying to make it that hard. Maybe it was too high. Well, it's okay. We'll know for next time. Yeah. We'll just have to give more pop-up bonuses.
At least it was one of the nicest weeks if you live in the Mid-Atlantic.
Oh, that's
to
true.
Try and go after.
If you live up north in like Michigan and you got the storm, we're sorry that you couldn't do your elevation. Yeah. All right. What do we got next on the list? Carl says, please do partial. I can't count, apparently. There will be some sort of partial credit. Maybe we should do more partial credit this week.
What category is Carl? Is he in my category?
Carl's in like the Supreme, I think. Isn't he?
I don't remember if he moved up.
Carl, what category are you? Let us know. I think he's Supreme.
I'll find him.
He's Supreme, like men's open or something.
It's Carl with a C, right?
Yeah, open men. See?
Supreme Open.
All right. Well, Chris is looking.
Carl, you got 4, so you'll get partial. I think Alex was asking if we should do partial for only 2 days.
Yeah, I want to know about.
Which I
partial
think is too
for 2
late.
days.
I think only 3, 4, and 5 days.
All right. So. Well, some people say yes. Chris says it was the perfect volume. It should have been a challenge. Yeah, I mean the point is that it's a challenge. So, what did Angie say?
She said she felt it was a good elevation.
All right. Well, we're getting some positives here.
If Angry Snoop says it was good, then that is the final.
Final say.
Yeah. I don't know why these comments keep going away.
They're hiding. All right. Next thing we are going to talk about real quickly the Tour 3 Stage 3 challenge. I bet you can guess what it is. Real quick, what do you think the challenge is going to be for next week?
Is it how much can you descend in a single day?
We need the do-do-do-do-do-do music. It's going to have something to do with elevation. That is a hint. Yeah. It's also going to be a competitive challenge. Yeah. Val says most climbiest ride. Yes, that is what it will be called. Most climbiest ride.
See, Val, I would do that.
I am writing that down right now. Most climbiest.
I would do that, but only if I could put in there that every time you repeat a climb, the repeat elevation actually subtracts. So you only get elevation for the first time
if
up
you
any
Everest
climb.
anything, you get negative points. The week is going to get ugly. All right, so the challenge for next week, starting tomorrow, Monday, is most elevation in a single day. You only need to ride one day next week, and it needs to have a lot of elevation in it, and you can do multiple rides.
Yeah.
So if you're Tom Knoll, you're going to start at like 5 a.m. and you're just going to ride until midnight. Uphill. and
we will score that indoor and outdoor separately, like we did with the distance challenge. And again, the way that works, if you place in both the indoor and the outdoor, whichever placement is higher in either of those is the one that you'll get. So if you're first in one and third in the other, you'll get the points for first.
Yeah. So it's not about...
If you're first in both, that's cool, but you're only getting one of them. And I think it'll be outdoor that gets that first.
So I think people get confused because they may do more elevation, say, indoor versus outdoor, but it depends on your ranking. So that's what you're going to get points for. But remember, all of your rides count towards the overall. So your elevation counts no matter what you're doing. It's just that your scoring for next week's challenge will be based on the one that gives you the higher ranking. So it is a little tricky for people to sometimes understand, but all of your elevations being counted still towards the overall. Because at the end of the tour, the end of next week, then we're going to rank everybody's elevation and score, give points that way too. Yeah. So you can still do as much elevation as possible next week.
John says, "What's wrong with repeats?" And
that's just Chris.
I have to take a stand against something. No, we.
There's nothing wrong with it, John. It's just Chris. Chris doesn't like it. He doesn't believe in that.
I love the road that we live on. It's one of the coolest climbs in the area. People like to do repeats on it, but I think there's 5 or 6 other ways up to that ridge. And I think you can get an awesome ride doing all of those in a day. So I say, why repeat when you can do it 5 different ways?
I would like somebody to come out to Frederick and do all of the climbs. Carl, I'm challenging you right now. Carl Kramer.
There's a ride out there that does it.
All the climbs in Frederick next week. What did Ted say? I'm so happy I married a PT.
Yeah, he said it smells an overuse injury this week.
Okay, no injuring yourself, people. Yeah. The point of this series is that you slowly work your way up. So you should be prepared to do more elevation this next week, but don't overdo it and hurt yourself. Also, we're not liable if you do.
And you only have to do it one day, so you don't really have to overuse it all week. It's just one day. Get a massage and you'll be good to go.
Matt Hazard says 7-hour ride Saturday. Val says no shame for the Florida bridge repeat people. Okay, you're allowed to do repeats if you live in Florida and your only option for elevation is to go up and down the bridges. Then it's okay.
Extra points if you can get an alligator to chase you.
Time limits still count. Yep, I was just going to say that.
Time limits always count.
Time limits always count. So watch your time. For example, I was under 8 hours this week. If I were over it, then I'd be in trouble. So make sure that you are staying within your time limits for your category, and it's the average of the tour. So this next week, if we see people that are going over their time, then you may get bumped up for the tour and end up in the next category at the end.
Or maybe penalized, or maybe something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Watch your times. They always count.
Yeah.
Especially for the mini. We are protecting the mini.
Yeah.
We are protecting the category of small people. All right. Any questions about the challenge for next week? Most climbing in a single day. Carl says he's on it.
All right.
He's coming out to Frederick, and he's going to do all the climbs.
Nice.
And then he's going to come hang out at our house.
Can you stop in and check on the cats?
Oh yeah, can you check on our animals while you're at it? Ted says I went over my hours slightly this week, but I also spent 4 hours today climbing and a whopping 400 feet, so I'm hoping for a pass. It's the average of the tour, so as long as you are not consistently over. Yeah. But watch your time. I'm watching you, Ted. Watching you. Thank you to Val, Ted, Ray, and Reggie for leading the rides while we're away. Val and Ted did the coffee and trivia ride last week. Val's going to do the ride tomorrow night with Reggie, which is going to be an endurance ride.
Cool.
Not a recovery ride. Endurance.
Is it going to be climbing?
And there's going to be climbing.
Right.
So you can do some climbing indoors if you want to do the Zwift ride tomorrow. And then also Carl and Ted will be doing Sufferfest on Wednesday. So thank you to those two. And then on Friday will be Ted and Ray leading the coffee and trivia.
I tried to bring the Zwift bike or the Wahoo bike so that we could do Zwift rides out here, but apparently that's too heavy for the airline.
I don't think the airline wants us to do that. Reggie, did Reggie give a smiley face?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Val, Ted, Reggie, Ray, and Carl. Y'all are awesome. And then also we're going to do a special elevation ride next Saturday. Val is going to lead a Zwift ride up the Alpe d'Huez Zwift Saturday morning starting at 9:30 Eastern. So if you live in a different part of the country, you can still get up and do that ride because it's not going to be that early. Yeah. And the weather's looking like iffy for the Mid-Atlantic. Not sure how it's looking the rest of the country. But you can get in some climbing. You don't have to do the whole thing. But I think she's going to try to go up the whole climb, which is a pretty good climb.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's next Saturday, the 4th. Carl says he'll give scritches to our kitties and tell them bedtime stories. All right. Well, the next thing on the list was Zwift club rides, and we just talked about those.
Oh, cool.
Check the Zwift Club for info about the rides, and you can also go there to join the rides. I'll send out links to all the rides in the email tonight. And it's also in the newsletter that was just sent out. Make sure that you join ahead of the ride. It doesn't have to be pretty. Yeah. Val says it doesn't have to be pretty. You just got to get up the mountain. So we're going to have, I think, 4 club rides this coming week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Any one of those rides you can do, and it would be considered a DKWTS ride. Yeah. Indoors. Now, Chris Berry, we know you're riding outside. You're good. Anybody riding outside, your rides will be counted separately, scored separately from the indoor rides.
So maybe the alternate challenge this week would be to ride outside when Chris Berry's riding outside.
Yeah, right at the same time as Chris Berry. I want to know if Chris was riding during the storm recently. Well, not really storm. We had like flurries.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it was.
One other thing about virtual rides, I did a live Wednesday workout last week on YouTube. They haven't taken it down yet, so it's still there.
It says it's partially blocked. So some of the sound probably got knocked out.
Well, you can watch it and listen to your own playlist, but it's on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ridedirty. It's workout number 7, Threshold. It was a pretty good workout. I enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah.
So check it out. I've also got the files if you want to load them. Just send us an email and I'll send you those. You got anything?
I don't have anything. No.
No? Anything about any of that stuffs?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Doing good.
We got to figure out a way for YouTube not to take us down. They don't like us using music.
Well, I think we could...
Copyright infringement.
I think we could make it...
Understandably.
Private.
Yeah.
And send everybody a link to it next time.
We could try that for the last one.
But so everyone would have to have the link ahead of time instead of being able to find it on our page. So maybe if we can get that out early enough or test it out and see if that actually works. I'm not sure if they even allow that. So.
I'm going to try to put the files up on the website somewhere so that people can access them after the series if they want to just do the workouts on their own. They were designed, I co-designed them with my coach, Crystal Anthony. She is a mountain bike, cyclocross, and, just mountain
Just
bike.
all around cycle.
All around, primarily mountain bike and cyclocross. But
As a rider or a coach?
well, I guess she does all around.
She coaches anything you want to ride. She'll coach. But yeah, she is a pro mountain bike and cyclocross racer.
So she helped me put together those workouts each week, and I want to make them accessible to anybody who'd like to use them throughout the year. I really like them. Feeling good.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. You get to sit and watch me do them at 6:30
I love
in the morning.
getting up at 6:30 to...
No, it's like 6. Isn't it 6?
To watch spin class and not do it. Maybe I just need to be on the other side actually participating.
Quick announcement about prizes and giveaways. They will be sent out after the series. So I've got a running list of all the people that have won prizes. We had the... Exploding Kittens prize that we need to send out, and then there'll be the overall podium prizes at the end. So those will go out after the series is over. Don't worry, you'll get your prizes.
Except for the race giveaways. Those people have been contacted throughout and have codes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you win one of the free entry giveaways, you're going to get a code to that event given by the event director. Yeah. Which brings us to the next thing. The event entry winners.
All right. What do we got?
So I still haven't done the drawing for Grounded NE because that was a late add one. So we'll be doing that at some point before the end of the series. Again, that is a gravel festival out in Nebraska run by 2 women, Kate and Susan. They are awesome. They put on an amazing event. It is in June. You can check it out at groundedne.com. We'll do a giveaway for that event. Plus, they're going to provide some swag. So whoever wins the entry will get swag.
That's cool.
And then our highlight event this week is DKGR, our event. It is our summer gravel ride/race.
Are we doing that again this year?
2 days, supposedly. It's the 5th anniversary of it.
Oh, that's right.
It's the 5th year we've done this event. It takes place at the end of July. This year it is July 29th and 30th. So we'll be giving away a couple entries to that event. Reg opens March 1st.
I heard it's going to be extra cool on the 29th and 30th this year. So
yeah, it's not going to be 105.
You have that to look forward to.
Yeah, it was super hot last year. We needed lots of water and ice. And then actually coming up next week, we're going to be highlighting the West Virginia Gravel Series. So that's 5 gravel races happening in West Virginia this year. 4 of them are giving us free entries. And I think we've given
away a few of those, right?
We haven't given away any of them. I was saving them.
Next week? Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to be highlighting that whole series. We'll talk about each one of those races next week, and then we'll draw names for all of them at the end of the week. So it'll be like a big giveaway for the last week of the tour. So that's Grusk, gravel race up Spruce Knob in July. Kate's Mountain Challenge, also in July. Lost River Classic in August. And then Rollin' Coal Gravel Grinder in September. So we've got those 4 events that are going to give away entries.
And we checked with Rollin' Coal, and that does not mean they're going to have trucks rolling coal in your face during the ride.
Yeah. It's a plan.
So don't worry. don't shy away because of that.
Yeah, I actually talked to one of the race directors. I think the race director of Rollin' Coal, he's helping lead the series with Travis Olson, who runs Grusk, and they're pumped to do the series this year. So I'm not sure how they're going to run the series, if it's going to be based on points. Well, it's going to be based on points, but I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do that. But there are 5 events. It's probably going to be like 4 out of 5 or something. They have an Instagram that you can check out, West Virginia Gravel Series. We're doing Grusk for sure. Anybody out there doing Grusk, let us know. We hope to see you there. It's one of our favorite events. They have like camping for the weekend up on the mountain, food.
Yeah, it's always a cool spot.
Showers.
And last year, dance party led by
Dance
Alex.
Dance party in the yurt. Was it like a yurt?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's like an outdoor pavilion yurt.
Yeah. It's a yurtish pavilion, I think is.
Yurtish pavilion. Yeah. Post-ride dance party with whiskey. It was amazing. That's what I'm going for this year. The biking part's also good.
But we may do the shorter one to get back to that.
All right. So those are our events for the next week. And then we'll have a few more events. We'll have some for the bonus week, and then we'll have a finale event at the end. Our friends from Unpaved are giving us some entries. Yay.
Clink.
We got to do a little clink for Unpaved. Clink.
It's not the same.
It made a clink sound. All right. So just a quick shout out, and this was in the newsletter that went out yesterday. We're hosting a DKWTS finale ride along with a super soft birthday party for our friend Ted, who has been super helpful throughout the whole series and helps us with a lot of other things for Dirty Kitten. Waffle Frolic and Spring Forward Extravaganza, because I think it's on the same day as Daylight Savings ending.
I think so.
Yeah. So we're doing a finale ride party extravaganza on the 12th of March, which is the final day of the series.
And next week we're going to add one more thing to that title.
We're going to keep adding things to it. What do you want to add to the title?
I don't know. I got a week to think about it.
If you think we should add something else to this title, let us know. Drop it in the comments.
What else should we include in the title?
Maria wants to know if you will get a unicorn.
Yeah, but you have to catch him. He'll be there.
Wait,
you just
like,
have to catch
do you
it.
get your own unicorn?
If you can catch it.
Like each person gets their own unicorn. There will be cupcakes. That's all I can tell you. And other fun things. and drinking afterwards.
Yes.
So it's going to be something like we're going to meet at a location in Frederick, probably nearish our house. And then we'll have a road option and a gravel option. We'll have two different ride groups. And I think we're going to have like ride leaders, but everyone's sort of expected to load the route ahead of time and be self-supported. So it's a self-supported group ride because we can't, depending on how many people come, we can't necessarily have like ride leaders for all the different paces. But the idea is that there will be probably like 3 different general pace groups, and you'll have people that ride your pace. Yeah. So just be prepared to have the route that we will provide and take care of yourself. And
this year it's not going to be like 31 degrees.
Well, how do you know that?
Because I'm saying it's not going to be. It's going to be, we'll be able to do both of the routes and not everyone doing one modified small route just to get out there.
We're hoping it's going to be nice because there's some really cool roads in Frederick.
Yeah. So if you could help us out with the weather, Ted, since that's your birthday.
Yeah.
Put in a special request.
And then we'll go hang out at one of the breweries in town that has food trucks and all different types of drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, afterwards.
Yep.
If you hear any noise in the background, it's Chris's mom making us dinner.
Yeah.
We thank her for that.
If you want to put in an order, put it in the comments and we'll mail it to you.
All right. Wrapping up here, Chris is going to pull up the website. If you go to dirtykittengravel.com, on the homepage, we've got a list of our events, and then you can click the buttons next to them for more information. So Cat Camp is our first spring event. That is sold out, but we have a wait list going. It is for women, trans, femme, and non-binary riders. It's road and gravel focused with some mountain bike stuff. We call it road and gravel focused with a side of mountain bike. So we'll have a mountain bike clinic on one of the days and then a mountain bike ride. Our big spring event is Dirty Kitten Growly Cat that we've been talking about. Reg is open for that. I think we're right at 150, so we have 100 entries left. get on the reg.
Yeah.
That is a fun event. It is not a race. It is a slightly competitive ride. It's as competitive as you want it to be, but it's more of an adventure scavenger hunt type ride.
With random surprises thrown in.
Yeah, there's lots of surprises along the way. And this year we're going to have a cool after party that's going to be co-sponsored by Hand Up Gloves and a local distillery that is going to have whiskey tasting. And that's Mount Pleasant Whiskey. They are providing whiskey for tasting afterwards. Nice. We'll also have beer from one of the local breweries called Beer Hound in Culpeper, Virginia.
And you can meet the gravel community celebrities from the GTD podcast.
Oh,
Brian
yeah, that's
Raines,
right.
Joey Sikorsky, and Jess Sikorsky,
I know,
who will all be there.
I wonder if they're going to do a broadcast there. That'd be cool.
I don't know.
At our event.
Maybe get them to do some interviews at least.
Also, for the people who don't like or don't drink alcoholic drinks, we're going to have athletic brewing options. Can't say that. Athletic brewing. So there will also be food. If you want lunch, you'll have to sign up for that ahead of time. There is no camping at Growly-Cat? No, there is not. Sorry, they don't let us camp on the property. Well, they don't let participants camp on the property, so you have to find your own camping. We do have.
They let us stay in a cabin, which might be worse than camping.
Yeah, the cabin is it's an interesting cabin. Yeah. There's a room block at the local Best Western that is, if you go to the registration page, into the event notes, down to accommodations, there's information and a link, and you can reserve a room with that Best Western. It's $99 a night for a double.
Although if you've ever wondered if a layer of stink bugs makes a good mattress topper, you could maybe come stay with us in the cabin.
We got a lot of people staying in the cabin already.
Maybe not after I made that comment.
It's a rustic cabin that has a full kitchen, though. It's just very interesting.
Yeah, it just isn't inhabited a lot, so the bugs take over.
Usually we have to clean it out ahead of time. And then but our summer event, which Reg opens next week. March 1st, Reg opens for the Dirty Kitten Gravel Race. It is also our 5th anniversary celebration. So we're going to have some cool stuff at the event this year. We are looking to get a DJ for Saturday, the Saturday after party. We're going to have food. We usually do a barbecue. Again, we'll have beer from the local brewery that we work with, Beer Hound, and then probably some athletic brewing products, prizes, podiums, giveaways. Professional timing from our friends at Full Send Racing. Yeah.
Always a good weekend. And
a party on the Kitten Crusher.
And 4 different options for distances, 80, 60, 40, and 20. And just to put it out there that the 20 mile is not a race, not a competitive part of the event. So if you want to just get out, but you're not really much into racing, there's still a 20 mile option, and we start that after, so the 40 and the 20 are on Sunday, and we start that 20 mile ride after the 40, so you've got time to get out there and take your time on the course and not be stuck in a bunch of traffic with people racing.
Yep. And the Kitten Crusher climb is in that race. You have to go up it.
Yes. 1 time
per lap.
Yeah.
There's a party at the top hosted by our friends from Cambo, Culpeper Area Mountain Bike Association.
I don't know if we asked them yet, but I think now they're just committed.
No, we know. They know. Joe knows. They have a whole plan this year.
Okay, good.
Like water guns. I don't even know what they're planning. They got plans. They figure it out.
They'll keep you cooled and fueled. I tried to combine those 2 words. Fueled.
Maybe Mad Hazard will run the mini aid station again. I don't know. The pop-up aid station.
We might need to get him some more supplies this time.
Yeah, poor Matt. He'll need help. Any questions about any of those events, let us know. Drop them in the comments. And then our final thing is our Dirty Kitten merchandise. We are almost sold out of everything on our website. I think it says sold out across the board. We do have our new 5th anniversary jersey that we just closed the spring pre-orders for that. That was last week. We're going to open up pre-orders for the summer soon. So if you missed out on the spring pre-order, then you can order it for the summer. You can also order it to pick up at DKGR if you're going to the race in July. And that is, can you pull up? It's on the website.
Yeah.
Chris will show you that.
But we are hoping to have some of those available for sale, right? At Growly Cat?
Yes, there will be a few available at Growly Cat. If you just go to the shop, you keep there you go, and then scroll down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, we can show it next time. Yeah. It's on this if you pull this up. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll have a few available at Growly Cat, and then we'll have them available again at the gravel race. I think we're going to open up summer pre-order for that in, I don't know, end of March maybe. We'll figure it out, depending on how many people missed out on the spring one. And I think that is it. Yeah.
I got the jersey in there.
Yay, so, there it is.
The 5th anniversary jersey with the burrito pocket.
Burrito pocket.
And the guest snowy appearance.
Snow monster in the pocket. If you can fit your cat in the pocket, that'll be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We would like to see that.
Yeah, we definitely need, if someone has a pocket-sized cat at that point and gets the jersey and puts it in there, we'll get you something for that.
You can put a ferret in there.
That's random.
What can you put in your burrito pocket? Yeah. That's what we need to know.
Yeah.
All right, folks, I think we're done. Under an hour today.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get back. It's still light and daytime here, so hang out in the little bit chilly desert air.
Again, if you have any questions or any thing going on with the leaderboard, hit us up via email, support@dirtykittengravel.com. We will not be on the ride tomorrow, but it is being led by Val and Reggie, same time, 6:30 Eastern.
We might try and pop on Discord.
And jump on the Discord, yeah.
Yeah, depending.
It is not a recovery ride. It's an endurance ride. So you can go, ride your pace, get some elevation in, whatever you need to do. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Later, everyone.
Bye, everybody. We're going to go eat some dinner.